Hi there, everyone! Nope, that's not how I start these things. Hey guys! So, it's been a really long time since I've done a favorites video. I think the last one I did was like in March or something. And that made me sad. I feel like I need to do those more because I really like watching people's favorites videos. So this is my July favorites video, but it kind of stems back into other months and things, so just bear with me. So, oh my gosh, there's this huge bird just outside, just barely, like, freak. For those of you that know Zach and I, you know that we really like our video games, but we like very different video games. Zach likes stuff that you play on the PS4, whereas I really like a lot of the stuff that you play on the Wii U. And so I love this thing. It's kind of really dirty right now. I love that I can play my games on here right now. I'm playing Mario 3D World, which is super fun. And I can play on this while Zach plays his game. It's nice, then one of us doesn't have to be like hogging the TV. This one stems back quite a while because I'm kind of a slow reader. It takes me a minute to get into a book. I've been really loving the Maze Runner series. I actually read the first one after I saw the movie, and I like the books more. There's a lot more to the books, and they did things differently in the movie, but I like the way they did them in the books more. I'm not gonna give out any spoilers, but for those of you who've read it, I'm really mad at the way it ended. You know what I'm talking about. I was really upset. I felt like that was so stupid and just like, but I did really enjoy reading them. So there's that. So when Zach and I went on our cruise, I had eyelash extensions and they were really long, whereas my eyelashes to begin with aren't very long, and so when you put them on, you want to put the right length, because if they're too long, it can like break off your natural lashes. They had fallen out a ton, and so I had gotten the rest taken off. Then my eyelashes were all like really short and stumpy, and like you like couldn't see them above my eyeliner, and I just felt really self-conscious about my eyelashes. So I started using an eyelash curler, which I haven't used ever before until now, and I really like them. I really enjoy eyelash curlers. It's helped me a lot to feel more confident in my eyelashes. I've also really enjoyed this nail polish. I have it on right now, but I actually just gave a couple pedicures and manicures, and so it's like all come off now, but this is called Mod About You by OPI. It's kind of like a baby pink, but if you mixed it with a little bit of white, like it's a really, really, really like creamy white baby pink. I don't know how to explain it. But we got this in our kit at school when you enter into aesthetics. You buy this kit, it has a whole bunch of stuff. This was one of the facial moisturizers in it, and I originally started off using this one that was like oil-free moisture because my face gets really, really shiny. So I figured, oh, I have an oily face. There's this really cool like face scanner thing. You like stick your face in it and it tells you what skin type you have, but like deep down in your skin, so like your actual true skin. And so because it like makes your face a different color. So like my lips were like bright orange because I had lip gloss on, so they were all oily and orange. And then my face was a deep purple, which means that it's really dry. And I was like, dry? My face is always so oily. But if you have a dry face and you're not moisturizing it correctly, your skin will try to overcompensate and it will make too much oil, and then you'll get oily because, I mean, your skin is trying to hydrate itself. So I've been using this moisture replenishing cream, and it's awesome. It's not super heavy. I don't feel like it makes me any extra oily than I already am, but it has actually helped because now that my skin is actually hydrated, I don't get as shiny as I used to, which is awesome because I hated it. I felt like it looked like a freaking disco ball. So Zach and I have been married for almost a year and 8 months now, so we're kind of getting in the groove of like cooking dinners and stuff. And I don't know a lot of recipes. Like, I feel like after a while I've cooked everything that I know how to cook, and it's getting boring. And so I really like looking for new recipes, especially on like Pinterest. But I have really enjoyed this. My grandma gave it to me for my wedding. It's called the I Do Cookbook, and it's a super awesome cookbook for newlyweds. So it has little recipes that are just like big enough, anywhere from like 2 to 4 people. In the back it has tons of stuff. it has this little thing is a graph of cooking terms. So if they say something that you don't know what it is, like if they said to baste something and you're like, what the heck is basting? Then you just read it and you say, and it says to brush or spoon a liquid or other moist ingredient over food during cooking. And you're like, oh, okay, so then you know what you're doing. Then there's also a little picture here of cooking tools. So if it says to use, like I think the first time I was using this, I was making lemon squares, and it said use a pastry blender, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, what in the junk is a pastry blender? And then I just looked back here and found the picture, and it was very, very helpful. So Zach right now is out of town on a business trip, and I kind of ruined his surprise for me, but we had bought a present for his sister. He was gonna hide it so that when another part of it came in the mail, I would call him and be like, hey, where the heck is that present? And then he'd be like, oh, it's here. And then I'd go to look, and then there would be an extra little thing for me in there. But I totally ruined it because it came in the mail and I just opened it and was like, oh, this says Zach on the outside, so probably shouldn't have opened that. But anyway, he got me this cute little pillowcase. Obviously there's no pillow in it right now, but it says love you more, because Zach and I will always, especially when we had first started dating, we'd be like, I love you, and the other person would be like, I love you too, and then the other one would be like, no, I love you more, and you know, annoying couple-y people, we do that. So he bought me this cute little pillowcase that says love you more, and I thought that was so sweet of him to think of me. And then last but not least, a favorite person. Of course, Zach is always my favorite person, but I have a favorite person to talk about this month, which is my little sister Hannah. She came to stay for like a weekend a while ago. She was just here for like a day. And actually it wasn't the weekend at all, it was like a Tuesday. But anyway, she came to stay the night. She's 13. I was like, me and Zach have to go somewhere, we'll be right back. You can play Minecraft, whatever you want. And she was all, okay. So she starts playing Minecraft, and I'm in the kitchen back there talking to Zach. I say to him, hey, can you remind me to sweep and mop the floor when I get home? Because I had forgotten to. And he's like, yeah, sure. So we leave. We come back home, and Hannah's still sitting on the couch playing Minecraft, which we were only gone for like an hour and a half, so I didn't expect anything. And without even looking away from the TV, she goes, oh, just so you know, I swept and mopped your floor. I was like, what? She's all, yeah, I heard that you needed to, so I just did it. And I was like, oh my gosh, you can stay whenever you want. Like, how many 13-year-olds would stop playing their video game and to sweep and mop your kitchen floor? Hardly any of them would do that. That was amazing. I was highly, highly impressed with my sister and with the person that she is turning into. And I just had a really good time that weekend with her. We hung out. She taught me how to play Minecraft. We went and got frozen yogurt, and we just kind of hung out, and she impressed me. I'm very impressed with her. So I love you, Hannah. If you guys like my favorites videos, just let me know. If you want me to keep doing them, comment in the comments below or like the video, and I'll keep doing them. I don't know if you guys like this sort of thing. So I'm gonna go now. I love you guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye!